hot mic? Okay, perfect. You probably just keep it low until they're ready to start. Yeah, yes. And then we can put it back there. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Just that mic well over. Uh-oh, I have any. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Tubers Unite Part 2! Today we're going to be covering all of our favorite reveals from this year's Comic-Con, and to help me do that are some wonderful Toy Tubers. Let's first give a big round of applause to Kevin from Toying Around. Welcome! Next up, I don't know if he's a toy tuber or if he's a toy maker, but let's give a warm welcome to the Mad Hatter! Next up, whether they're talking about Ghostbusters with YHS or sharing their toy anxiety in Toy Anxiety, please just welcome Craig, Abby, and Jacob from Toy Anxiety. And the second person needs no introduction, the godfather of toy tubing. Please give a warm welcome to Pixel Dan! Hello everybody, good to see you all here again. Another Comic-Con, another year of reveals. How's it been so far? Dan, how about for you? We're talking about all of the coverage you do every year.
It's exhausting, but it's so much fun. This is my 14th year covering the show, which is kind of bonkers to think about, but I still love it. It's still fun. That's why I'm still doing it. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. Even as much younger toy tubers in this, we kind of marvel at everything that you do every year, so it's incredible. How about the Toy Anxiety crew? How are you all feeling?
Fine. It's awesome. It's Comic-Con. This is great. What could be better than running around with your camera, running into 40 other people with their cameras, and all just going, "Hey, friend from the internet," and they're just running around. It's great.
All taking pictures of the same thing.
It's also the best time of year for sad comments.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We will close this session with live sad comments, so that'll be fun. Abby, any fun times for you?
Yeah, it's been amazing. This is our third year at Comic-Con, and I feel like it's our best yet. Like my expectations are set like reasonably, and I've just kind of been able to relax and enjoy it, which I'm really happy to say it's paid off. Yeah.
That's awesome. You have to teach me how to do that. That's something. Matt Hatter, you actually had a panel talking about a toy that you created. What's this year been like? But how's it been for you this year?
No, it's been, I'm broke. Right? I was broke, I think, Friday I hit my limit. So now I'm just coasting and just taking it all in. No, it's been great. It's been very surreal. It's been a surreal freaking Comic-Con, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to get serious.
That's awesome. And then Kevin, how about you, my friend? How's Comic-Con been for you so far?
This is my second year here, and I really don't have any self-control. My Airbnb room looks like my toy room at home. All the stuff that I bought is just piled up, and I might have to buy that Airbnb to not ship anything back.
Just stay.
That's the smart choice, right?
Yeah.
That's a sound thing to do.
Yeah, I've already packed all my stuff up, ready to take it on the flight home, and it's stressful every single year to try and get everything
I
back.
haven't even tried yet.
No?
That's a tomorrow night problem.
Yeah, I feel it. Awesome, well, let's jump into some of the reveals. We have the Mondo team here, so...
Mondo!
Peter, Hector, Alex, absolutely crushed it this year, and with some big reveals, including real Ghostbusters action figures. So exciting. And not only, like, we know Mondo makes great stuff, but it's usually in 12-inch scale. These are in 6-inch scale, and it has us all over the moon. But you know, I think in Pixel Dan, your video yesterday shared the price points. I think it was a $202 for the 2-pack.
Yeah.
Oh, and if we can get there, my
Well,
hot as well.
kind of a 3-pack.
What am I
Hey, I think we can hear you.
Alex, explain the price.
No, but you know, even though it is exceptionally expensive, I think when you look at this pack, everything you're getting, all of those heads, all of the paint detail, it's a premium, but you're getting a premium product. Is that how you all feel about it right now?
Yeah, the idea is that we don't feel like we're getting into the 112 game, so to speak, the way other companies are doing it. We're trying to push 112 into the quality deco detail that we do with our 1/6 scale. So even though it's in line with those figures, we're trying to push it further. And yeah, they're technically 2.5 packs. I hope I don't get in trouble with that.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah, anybody here? Like, I guess let's ask the YHS crew, since you know you talk about Ghostbusters on your podcast. Like, what does this mean for you all to have figures at these finals?
Well, yeah, I mean, they really knocked out of the park. First of all, congratulations to the Mondo team, who are really making their way into the action figure world. And Peter said it better. This is a different kind of action figure. This is not something you're going to go into, you know, Walmart, Target, pick up. This is a premium. These are pieces of art, right? And there's never been, like, Ghostbusters came out in '84, Real Ghostbusters in '86. Sam Hain, Boogeyman, like, these characters have never been made really in action figure form in any kind of meaningful way. So for the community and for the collectors, it's just a very big deal. And to me, the most exciting part is, like, you can go deep. There's 100 characters.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
500.
So much to go.
There's a lot you could do, so it's amazing. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they were going to keep it around $201.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel the attention to detail, and I think that that's what I appreciate the most. The quality is just above and beyond what you would see on shelves. Like we're saying.
And shout out to Alex, the sculptor.
Yeah. I want to say, people need to know, if you're a fan of the toy industry, what Alex Brewer did is single-handedly will these things into
Yes.
existence. So let's do it for Alex.
Yeah, no.
This is a toy tube repair.
Dan, you're a real Ghostbusters fan as
I am,
well. Like,
yes.
what was your thoughts on seeing these in person?
So that Boogeyman alone is the thing that, like, I was so excited about when I knew. So I got to sneak peek under the little the ghost themed curtain that was over them on preview night, and the thing I was hoping was under there was Boogeyman. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's it, sold. I think many of us that watched that cartoon were terrified of that guy.
Yeah.
But he left this, like, lasting impression where, like, even though we were scared to death, we need a toy of that, and we never got a toy of that before. So that was the one thing I was hoping to see. I'm glad that's what we launched with. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Hatter, any thoughts from you down there?
Yeah, I saw it in person yesterday. This 2-pack is just mean. It's just it's like I was doing so good, just not getting, like, into the Ghostbusters line. And just like, and I was I was trying just so many lines. I got Lego Ghostbusters, and then when I saw that, I was like, you know what, the real Ghostbusters, and they're done. When I saw Alex's stuff, I was like. Even when I saw the renders, I was like, if this comes out, it's gonna be a problem. And then they'd come out, and then it's just even a little. I'm just looking at the thing right here. Even like the ghost getting sucked into the trap. It's like, yeah, man,
Yeah,
like
so
that's gotta be there too. So I'm just completely. I feel like I gotta be all in, at least on the primaries, and I'm not like the biggest. Especially on this panel, I'm not the biggest Ghostbusters fan, but real Ghostbusters kind of hits like a spot for me.
Yeah, I love that. Kevin, how about you?
I think you organize this table by, like, level of Ghostbusters.
Okay, listen, you'd asked that if you're not that big a fan, like, what does this appeal to you still?
Dude, like, to hear how happy everyone here is who likes it and how much appreciation there is for it. Like, I've done a few live streams with Alex, and for him to, you know, Sculpey's designed these, and then it just comes to reality. When you have like people who are passionate about the toys, make the toys, it comes across in the final product.
Yes.
And that's why everyone's so happy. So like we're in an age now where everyone grew up, and now we have, not me, but you guys have jobs that make these things that you're happy with, and like you get to do, live out your childhood dreams, man. That's cool to see for everybody.
Amen. That's awesome.
While I was working on these the whole time, I was just thinking, I gotta convert Kevin. I've got it.
Poor Kevin at the end of the table.
Next year you'll be a little.
We talked about these 2-packs, talked about the single packs for just the Ghostbusters. What is possible in this line? Like, can vehicles be possible? Can play sets be possible? Like, what is on the table here?
Everything.
Really? Everything. Okay.
Yes. Anything's possible.
How expensive is the Ecto-1 gonna
$4
be?
million.
I mean, you can't put the intro ghost here, and it's like the promise of an intro ghost, and now I want the whole collection for that shot of the
You
intro.
gotta make like the mounts in the
Yes.
face.
Yep.
Yeah, we've talked about, this mic is not gonna work. Hello? Yeah, we've talked about that the whole point of this line for us as fans is to get the ghosts out. Like that is
Yes.
more, you need the Ghostbusters
Yes.
100%, but the one thing that's been missing from Ghostbusters toys forever is the ghosts.
Yes.
Right?
God.
And
yes.
so that is the mission here. No matter what happens, we're gonna try to get as many ghosts as we can out. I specifically insisted, I'm like, guys, can we throw that fat blue guy from the beginning in early?
That's his official name.
Yeah. That's my guy.
He doesn't have a name. We need
I'm
a
trying to
name.
name him right now.
Pruncher.
Got it.
He's pre-muncher.
Cruncher. Named it. Cannon.
We'll think
First
on that.
Scaremare, now Cruncher.
Yeah, we're trying to top that.
Yeah, let's come back to that.
All right, let's keep moving on. Any final things you want to share for Ghostbusters Mondo team?
We're just super stoked that you guys are stoked. When we were making these, we knew we had all these scrutinizing eyes of the diehard fans on it. So putting it out and everybody being stoked, we appreciate it. This is a love letter to toy collecting, so I hope you guys can support it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let's a couple more Mondo things. Thundercats.
Oh, baby.
This was revealed in your panel. You had Lion-O in your booth. I'm curious of a big Thundercats fan down there, Mad Hatter. What is this gonna be something you're buying?
It has to be. As soon as they announced it, I was like, yeah. My wife was like, you're gonna go deep into that. And Thundercats is.
Well, wait.
Sir, calm down.
Well, yeah.
This is on the phone. Yeah, so Thundercats, I do a lot of turtle stuff on the channel, but Thundercats is like the thing I think that really meant the most to me growing up. So when I saw this and I knew that these guys put a lot of love into their stuff, so I was like, this is gonna be a problem, a great problem to have. And they did not disappoint. I saw that Lion-O yesterday, just all the stuff that comes with, all the kind of like inside baseball stuff and just the approach on it and the fact that you could modify. I love that Thundercats is getting some love and it's getting some options because it's just such an underrated, I don't know, I think it's like one of the best. I love it.
There was a guy in the booth looking at the Lion-O, and I was watching him, and it was one of those human moments where he didn't know anybody was looking at him, and he was just by himself, and he was just going, he kept doing this. Like the case wasn't there? No, the case was there. He just wanted it so bad.
I thought he was like a pigeon or something.
He was on mushrooms.
He was. And his wife was like, "You're gonna go deep." It's amazing. The Lion-O is amazing.
Yes, it's a yes.
Yeah, I do have a question for the Mondo team. I don't think you talk about like this actual scale, this Mumra, because in other media, he kind of is bigger than Lion-O. So how big is he gonna be?
Probably 15 inches tall.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we need some tower overlying though. At the shortest 14. At the shortest, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to NECA for making our water bottles.
Dang! Holy cow!
Jokes. And is there something thoughts about Thundercats before we move on? Anybody have any thoughts? All right, well let's keep moving. Let's go to some of.
What?
This buzz off looks amazing. Dan, you have thoughts? Go ahead.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is, first of all, when they announced at the panel yesterday that they were doing a 2000X.
Oh, that's our next slide here.
Oh my god, yeah.
Should we jump to that?
Oh, okay,
first?
that's fine, but that buzz off is incredible.
Okay, well we'll go to buzz off. Go ahead.
No, I love the details here. It has, what I was getting to is that has a very 2000X vibe to it. But God, that looks incredible. I had not seen this yet. I must.
Dude, we went back and forth, Hector and I, because I'm the big 2000X guy. Like,
Yeah.
I love that insectoid look.
Yeah.
Hector's like, chill, he's a guy in a bee costume. And so, and I'm like, so we went back, and this
He's
is
a guy in a
actually
bee costume.
the synthesis of that, because we wanted to fit the rest of the line. And the designs went back and forth with Florian, with Emiliano, and Hector, myself. But really, it was with Tommy Hodges.
We did like 4 people.
Yeah, everybody.
It took 4 people to design this thing.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, and so by the end of it, it was Tommy Hodges, our sculptor, who really brought it all together, and that's we couldn't have done it without him. That's perfect balance in my opinion.
All right. Well, now that we've got this really cool insectoid body, Mosquitor. Let's go.
Well, they're here. Yeah, when's Mosquito on the?
We're trying to extract some blood from Bob Fulton.
Oh, that's
to put in the chest.
Bob's real blood.
Thick blood, very viscous.
Very viscous. I'm assuming that the wings will be translucent, right? We're not gonna.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, and then yes, Manny Faces will be another one with.
Many.
Yeah, I think what'd you call them here? The
Manius.
The
Manius.
maniest faces. That's good.
He's looking great. And then yes, this to me was a huge reveal. Doing 6-inch scale MOTU 2000X figures with that Mondo touch. Dan, what's your thoughts on
This was not on my bingo card. Had no idea. Man, unbelievable. I don't know if I can stress just how important the 2000X series as a whole is to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, this thank you. This was the gateway to everything we have right now
Yes.
for MOTU. I feel confident in saying that MOTU would not exist right now if it weren't for this line igniting the fan base and bringing it all back together. And seeing this like Emiliano's amazing artwork. And I hope it's okay, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Val Staples as well, because Val and Emiliano together, like, were the art direction for that line in those comic books that they were doing, and now we get to see Emiliano's designs in action figure form, and I could not be happier. This is amazing.
Yeah, it was great. Emiliano felt intimidated in taking this on at first.
Oh, I bet.
He talked to me, we talked on the phone, and he was like, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of this. And I was like, dude, you've been crushing it for us for a decade at this point with the 1/6 scale line. I trust no one more than you to tackle this on for us. And he was like, all right, let's go.
It's amazing. I'm
And,
so
and
happy.
he imbued it with as much passion as he does our 1/6. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, there's a question in the chat before we even started. Since this is going to be relatively the same scale as the real Ghostbusters figures, there's already questions like, okay, can we assume the same price for these figures?
No. They're gonna be. They won't be as high as the real Ghostbusters.
Really?
Yeah.
Cheaper than the Ghostbusters.
Cheaper than Ghostbusters?
Less expensive.
Less
Less expensive.
more affordable? Sorry guys.
Different licensors. There
Yeah,
you go.
different licenses, you're right, yes.
Well, that's amazing. And I guess, when can we expect to take our first order? Like, what's your timeline on this?
So we're hoping. We're hoping around February or March will be wave 1. So we're dropping 3 figures, wave 1.
Woo.
You heard it here first, right? Did we say
Uh-huh.
that on the panel?
I don't remember.
3 figures,
That's awesome.
wave 1. Any hints on the figures?
I can say this. I can say 1 good guy, 2 bad guys,
Yes.
and then that would be kind of a pack.
Oh, 1 good guy, 2 bad. That's awesome.
Mosquito wave 2.
And can we assume like the same level of accessories, tons of accessories, stuff like that?
Yeah, basically we're, if we would have done this in 1/6, just shrunk it down.
Cool.
Fabric, everything. The same level of deco, the same level of articulation, the same level of accessories, all of that, just a little small.
To chime in real quick, I think what's really cool about you guys going into this scale is that there's other companies that do premium 6-inch action figures at premium price points,
Yeah.
Mayfex and Mezco and things
Yeah.
like that. But the approach to do things in waves and really to have it be like a set of figures that has like endless possibilities and not just one-off.
Yeah.
Here's a really cool He-Man, but that's all we're doing. So I think it can change like the mindset for collectors, and I'm approaching this in whether I do this line or obviously Real Ghostbusters, like this is the 1/6 scale style, but just a different kind of action figure.
Yeah.
But the same like you guys said, the same level of quality of paint and design, and it's just a different level. So I have no doubt that when these come out, there's going to be plenty of people who have bought 6-inch Mattel figures, whether it's classics or Masterverse or whatever, and go, oh, this is something new and different we've never seen.
Yeah. Awesome. Hatter, I mean, I know you bought statues of He-Man characters. Like, what's your thoughts on getting this scale?
No, man, I got the way back 2000X. I still have it, of this He-Man that did that. It was like the 4 Horsemen. I think it was directly from the 4 Horsemen, and they did busts.
Yep.
You guys
Yeah.
remember they did like Hordak?
Yeah.
I still have all those. I
NECA
love
did those.
this aesthetic. I sold a lot of the 2000X figures that I had, but I think this might be, dare I say, better. I think, I don't know. I just kind of like the look, just the bulkiness. That other set, and again, it was great for the time, but it was I think it was a little too anime-ish for me. I think this one is more, it's like a blend of like 2000X, but like traditional He-Man, and I do really like this. This is an aesthetic. I've always loved that, and it's like what Dan said. Like it kind of brought me back to He-Man. So I just always remember that. So I will be in as long. I don't know if I'm going deep, but I will be in.
All right. I think on that note, we're gonna wrap up the Mondo discussion. But thank you to the Mondo team.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.
We did have some stuff to give away.
What's that?
We have some stuff to give away.
Oh yes, I think we're gonna try to do a Q&A. So
Q&A.
the main one
What are your
when
Qs?
the time is done.
They have some good questions.
Moving on to Hasbro unveiled the HasLab.
Where's the patches?
What's that? I forgot to get a picture of the patches in there. I'm sorry.
I like them.
But we've got a new G.I. Joe classified HasLab, the Rattler, not Rattlor as I keep saying. It looks incredible. It's gigantic, full of detail. I think only $25 more than the Hiss tank. It's I guess a show of hands here out of our panel. Who is getting it, or at least considering getting it?
I wanted to announce I'm getting back into classes.
Oh!
I decided this weekend.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
It is awesome.
It's amazing. I don't know, like what space danger on this one. I feel like I have the Hiss tank, I have the Dragonfly.
Big time.
Unless you're a dedicated G.I. Joe collector, I don't have space anymore. But so you're saying you're in this brought you back. Why?
It's just, I don't know. I've been thinking about classifieds a lot lately.
Okay.
I really have. I've been, I think about it at night, and I do think it's. That's what I was thinking about.
Okay.
I don't know. When you go to their booth, you look at the setup. Like, I do have somewhat of a nostalgic feeling about G.I. Joe in general, and I'm not a big dedicated collector, but the figures they look great. They're amazing.
They're incredible.
They're incredible. And this thing, like, go see it in person. It's at the booth. It's just wild.
And it's funded too, right?
Yeah, already funded it. Blue right
Yeah.
through. So
Does that change
Like
your
within
mindset?
24 hours.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Like 19
Yeah.
something.
yeah,
I bet because people are buying 3 and 4 of these, right?
maybe if you can. Good.
I don't know. This guy, some guy came up to me. This happens to me a lot. This guy just came up to me. He was like, "Man, I bought 2." I was like, "Okay."
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Just faded.
It wasn't sure his enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And you have a face that people want to share their life story.
This is true, yeah.
That's his life story.
Maybe you don't know him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kevin Peck, I thought that meant something to you too.
Oh, it was him. It was him.
We had a longer talk.
We had a we were talking at the booth and because I was talking to the designer,
Yes.
who is working on another project.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I don't know if we can talk. I think we can talk. We'll talk about that.
I mean, you posted a picture today, kind of the TV.
We Hasbro's doing another Ghostbusters HasLab. It
Yeah.
launches in September.
Mm-hmm.
Fall, I mean.
Fall.
Fall.
No spoilers.
And it's gonna be great.
Okay, yeah. You wanna? Any thoughts on what it's gonna be?
Well, it's gonna be
It's just this, it's a Ghostbusters.
I'm in.
I guess show of hands out here. Who's considering backing the Rattler?
We already did.
Already did, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think I'm a no. I don't think I have any space, and I need to save money for real Ghostbusters figures.
I will say I'm just constantly impressed with this line.
Mhm.
Seriously, like it's not a line that I'm actively collecting. I cherry pick it because, guys, like you said, we have so between MOTU and Turtles,
Yeah.
there are way too many toys already. But I'm so impressed with this toy line and the fan base surrounding it. And I'm just so happy that all the Joe fans are finally getting something so cool like this.
Agreed. All right, let's keep moving here to old Mattel and another gigantic crowdfund. We got the Snake Lair.
We just got Eternity.
I know, right? Which I think the prevailing thought of people on the floor, people on the internet, people that I've talked to, it's cool, but it's gigantic. I thought it was going to be kind of a smaller play set.
That's what
Dan,
I'm
what
getting.
was your thoughts on this?
Well, it's funny, like when they revealed it at the panel, my thought was, oh, there it is, finally. Not really putting it all together, and I watched the unveiling, and I definitely think it looks like a fun toy.
Absolutely.
It's a really well-designed toy. It's very MOTU. They thought about all the things that makes MOTU what it is, with all of the features and everything worked into it. But I 100% understand exactly what everybody is saying, how this doesn't look anything like the concept art that was voted on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's completely different. And, I guess kind of the thought behind that was like, well, this was all just kind of sketches we threw together as ideas we might have for play sets. Like, people didn't pay money for this vote. They were just voting on things they'd like to see. And I think in Mattel's mind, they were like, well, if we're going to do this and we're going to make it a crowdfund, we're going to go all out and make it big, right? I think that was their thought.
Yeah.
I don't think they realized that, like, this is what people wanted. This is what they voted for, meaning this is what they were expecting to see. And this does look a little bit more compact, and I think people want more compact. We've got so much big stuff. So really, it's gonna be interesting to see how the crowdfund goes.
Yeah.
Because look, I'm gonna just say this, like I know, I've seen my emails right now, I've seen my messages, I know people want me to say things to Mattel. I've talked to them about it already, we've had lots of discussions kind of based on what people are saying online. You gotta vote with your wallet, guys. Like, if this is not something you wanna buy, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like that's how you send your message to the company. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I think it looks fun as heck, but I understand completely why there's a little bit of discourse around it.
Yeah.
It's like when your mom wants a Honda Accord and dad buys a conversion van. And he's like, it's bigger and better.
It's bigger and better.
And it's a piece of car.
Actually, Craig, so late. I I will. You.
I like this too. I think it's a great
Yeah.
toy.
But it's the kind of thing where you can't show somebody one thing.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Sneak and that's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I totally understand.
Yes. Because that was the concept, and this is what ended up being. And Craig, you said that the Rattler brought you back into classifieds. You've been in and out of MOTU Origins as well. Does this bring you back into Origins? No. Okay. All right.
What's wrong with the van?
Van, good. I like Van.
Hatter, any thoughts from you? You got an attorney. Is your attorney still in the box? Or?
Yeah, of course. Most of my stuff. Of course, he's 70% stuff is in the box. I have no room. I moved it. I still have no room. This is here. I don't know. It's like because of that concept art. When I went and I saw this, I liked it, and then when I looked back at it, like I had that initial like, this is cool, obviously. Then when I went back and I looked at the concept art, actually, this is the first time I'm looking at the concept art. I'm remembering, I don't know, this just felt like it was like a more organic, like it's like the snakes are like it's like an organism. The other one feels like it's more techy. I don't know. So, and this was compact. I was expecting something that was like the Origin Snake mountain size, or the I was like, to have this be almost as big as Eternia, I was like, no, that's not. I just can't. I don't think I can roll with it. So I was just, for me, the biggest thing is like the size. I think it's just. I mean, for me, it's a huge ask, but it's cool. I mean, the front of it is. There's a lot of really cool stuff about it. So it'll be bittersweet, but I don't think I am gonna get it.
Curious for the crowd. It's not up yet or anything, but who is intending to buy the Snake Lair when it goes up?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
There's like two
It's that expectation versus reality.
Go ahead.
Polls aren't really accurate.
Well, I think that first
Somebody
image.
wait, hold on.
I was talking. That first image, it evokes like a carnival ride, like a monster horror house type thing. Like,
yeah.
something about it is compact.
Oh.
It looks like it could be like driven and like moved around like a carnival would. And the color scheme is also kind of like age and has the 70s vibe. Versus what we're getting in that image it's almost like a Lego life, but very bright, maybe more for kids than for adults. So I can see why people are saying what they're saying.
Well, it's also like, and the concept is like Medusa and these like really cool, scary looking snakes. And then they're like, hey, instead, let's put whatever that is.
So that, I can tell you, is the Rattle Trap, which is an unproduced vehicle concept that appeared in the original Masters of the Universe magazine. So I will give props to the designers for thinking about something
now I
like
look
that.
dumb.
But you know the term I keep seeing thrown around a lot about this? Imaginext.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
That's that other aisle at Target.
But Magic are.
I don't have kids.
They're great.
Yeah.
I think the fear with something like this is if it doesn't make it, then the message becomes, oh, people don't want the fan. It's
That's
like,
the scary part.
That's a scary
right?
thing. It's like,
Yeah,
no, we want
yeah.
the thing we wanted. So.
Yeah.
Would they change it if people don't?
Oof.
I don't know if I think it's too late.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like that was done, what they showed on the show floor.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, once you've done all the tooling, all of that, it's too far gone. But again, I think voting with your wallet is the one there. And if this group is indicative of who would be interested, it's going to be an interesting ride to see how it goes. All right, let's keep moving on. Let's talk about a fantastic review from NECA. Kevin, thank you for sharing these photos for us to use today. But Kevin, what was your thoughts on seeing these NECA Ultimates Sesame Street figures?
I was talking to Blaine about these. They're so cool in the NECA booth when you see all the other stuff they have. It's so gritty and super detailed. And then you have this simplistic, super colorful look from your childhood that you know, and it just stands out amongst everything. And they look so very well sculpted, and it kind of reminds me of, I think, older, the Muppet toys.
Palisades?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're we talked to Trevor. They're scaled with the Palisades.
Yep.
Muppets.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you have those, they're very expensive.
I'm just hoping that this means NECA might move towards Muppets.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Give
would be
me all the
interesting.
Jim Henson, please.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting because they split off the IP, so it is 2 different IPs. Dan, you had a very strong reaction. Like, what's
This is probably my favorite surprise from the show.
Really?
To be
Okay.
honest. As far as like things that are there that we can physically see, there's
Yeah.
a lot of cool like concept stuff that we've seen in
Yeah.
this. But this, like, I was just so surprised by it and delighted when I saw it and realized in the moment, like, yeah, that's the Sesame Street figures I want. I want ultimates like that, articulated, really nicely done. The details on those are so incredible that they look like soft goods, but it's
Yes.
not soft goods. Like they did so good capturing that like puppety, felty look. I'm blown away by it.
Yeah, it looks so good. People intend to buy these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking on our show.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about this for years.
Yeah.
Almost as much as Mondo Ghostbusters. Like somebody will bring up, I really wish one of these companies would do Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so innocent and familiar, like seeing those figures and
Yeah.
seeing those characters that, it kind of takes you out of the con, and it just hits that nostalgia button. It's
Yeah.
really-
I think for a long time people just assumed for whatever reason Super 7 would. And it's kind of like what Kevin was saying, like NECA, you walk into the booth and it's like, there's a lot of horror stuff
Yeah.
and a lot of just like, I don't know what some of that stuff is. I get yelled at on YouTube when I don't talk about it. You didn't even look at the... Sorry, Bert and Ernie were there, bro.
I love the letters.
Yes, the
They have the letters there
Yeah.
that spell out NECA, and you're saying each character would come with, I think, like, spell out the alphabet, and then you can learn at the same time.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I think that's great.
Yes.
I think it's great. And the texture, they just look like they've come to life. Definitely have that Palisades. Yeah, these are a must buy. Let's keep moving on. NECA as well announced 2012 TMNT. Every TMNT ever is getting collector level releases. You're pumping your fist. What's
This is my favorite Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The 2012 series. I don't care who knows it. It is the best.
that Hatter just made?
Yeah,
He went.
Doesn't matter.
He went.
Best.
No, I actually agree. The storyline on this show.
The best show there's been.
Yes,
Turtles, I
it's
think.
wildly good.
And I have long wanted some proper collector figures of these designs, the way they look in the animation. And Ice Cream Kitty is so long overdue for a toy. So thank you, NECA. Thank you, Trevor,
Yes.
for the Ice Cream Kitty.
Yeah.
They can't.
Ice
They never
cream.
made
Let's
that.
give a round of applause for ice cream.
Voiced by Kevin Eastman.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Craig, you were going to say something?
I was gonna ask because you're like the biggest Turtles guy in the world. Do you have rules?
I like Batman and no kill rule.
Yeah. Do you have a collector rule? Do you draw the lines?
No, I do draw. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a lot of things. This one specifically, I will not be drawing the line for because I do love this show. I think it had one of the best storylines, and like I got all the Revolt. I think up until now you had the Playmates and you had the Revoltech ones. In terms of answering the question, I don't know. It's like I have to see it. Usually I have to see it in hand, and then I just kind of like make this. Do any of us have rules? We're all weak people.
I almost bought my Airbnb. What are you talking about?
We have a rule until we see it, and then the rule goes out the window. So every toy rule I've ever had has been thrown out the window at some point. So
Yeah, that's,
I hope that answers.
yeah, $36. Yeah, that's great. 2005 or 2025. Good lord. Let's talk about Tiamat vinyl. We don't have too much time to be on it. I haven't seen it in the shop. Dan, you did a video of it, right? What was it like in person?
It's so big.
Yeah?
It's just another big giant thing. But she's really cool looking.
She is awesome.
She is articulated. Like
Yeah.
even though she's like that nice soft vinyl
Mhm.
material, she is articulated, so you'll be able to pose it around, minimally, but
Yeah.
enough I think that you would need to do for something like this. And like Brian, the way Brian was explaining it is just like, we got a team in the old LJN line,
Yeah.
but it was, small, and he just wanted to do it right, was kind of his whole thing. He said he wanted a proper big team that you could put really with any of your Dungeons and Dragons figures, so I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. $300, which is about what the other big
Shipped.
vinyl.
300 shipped.
Oh, shipped.
That includes the shipping. He was he
Okay.
wanted to make sure everybody knew that, because it's actually like $250 with $50 domestic shipping all rolled into the price.
Oh, that's okay.
So it's 300 shipped.
There you go.
I feel bad for like people follow him around like for real because he's like such a
Personality.
he's a personality.
Yeah.
Like, we were in the Hasbro breakfast the other day, we're in the elevator, and it was just Brian Flynn, some other people just minding the business, and I'm sure the guy's in here right now, so sorry to call you. But this guy was like, thought you guys were gonna have a Technodrome. He's like, sorry. Like, sorry to disappoint you. He was like, let me ship the Thundercats Lair first.
Yeah,
He was
there you
really
go.
nice.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was
All
okay.
right.
I was okay with that answer.
That's,
I
yeah,
walked away
exactly.
after that.
Exactly. All right, we have 10 minutes left. We're gonna move a little bit quicker now. Let's talk about 2003 Turtles. These are still kind of prototype phase, but I think they look pretty solid in person. How many people are gonna get the 2003 Turtles?
I'll probably get them.
Yeah.
It's another era that I'm
Yeah.
glad is finally getting some toy representation. You know, it's cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm glad someone's finally making Ninja Turtle figures.
Yeah, are you? It's been a while.
No, they're great. They're great.
And then in the Turtles panel, they tease their next wave. So I think we can introduce who they are: Shredder, Splinter, Foot Soldier, and Casey Jones. Right?
Yep.
That's a dang good second wave. So get some good stuff there. Let's talk about this one. Now, I don't know if anyone was at the Flip War panel on. Was it Thursday or Friday? Friday? Thursday. Whatever day.
Yes, it was Thursday. Yes.
At 7 o'clock.
Work in progress, by the way.
It worked, yeah, I should have been WIP on here. But the next figure that's being worked on in the Champions of Nefertiti line is, I guess, who is this?
Yeah, here's where we lose like 85% of the room.
No!
What is this? So we have Flipboard. Flipboard represents all the toy flippers out there. I thought maybe it could be funny if we had something to represent eBay, because we all hate eBay. So the queen of the Nefertiti is a queen character, the mistress of the auction house. Her name is Evil Bay.
B-A-E? Like Bay?
She's got the E on there.
Yeah.
So her colors,
Yes.
no coincidence, or total coincidence, are red, yellow, blue, and green. And she has a hammer. She's got like an auction house
auction hammer.
I was like thinking like, what's stuff that other collectors hate? So I was like, maybe Flipboard had a girlfriend, and that was like his bae. And then she turns evil, so she's evil bae after that. So I was like, that could be interesting. So this is something we've been working on. Who knows? Who knows what goes there? This is just some work in progress.
Yeah.
Like a great renders effects. I got shot now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We're gonna tinker around with this, and
Did you say mistress of the auction?
Mistress of the auction house. She is the ruler. And here's what I would love. A dream scenario is, let's say this costs like $50. I would love to be the first figure that there was like a 13% upcharge. So let's say and what I would do is I would reduce the price. Like I would make it like whatever that is, like 40 or whatever, and I'd be like, but now you have to pay like 13% more for this figure. That's my dream. To get that done, and maybe she'll have like an action like the evil based strike, or something. So I'm all about like creating. Maybe we could create art out of our pain as toy collectors. So this is kind of the idea. Then we have like a shopping cart. So this is look for this.
All right, Evil Bay.
Future.
Before we get to sad comments, time for 2 quick questions. Right up here.
Yeah, so question for the Mondo team.
Oh.
Hey, how are you?
Curious if the 1/12 scale 6-inch 2000X He-Man will be articulated, or is it more stacked than that?
Yeah.
Like fully articulated?
Fully articulate, the
Fully
most articulated.
I only asked
The
that
most
because
The most articulated.
Manniest articulation.
He's back. All right. If you ask a question, you get a special prize from the Mondo team. Oh.
They
Oh, yeah,
definitely,
big
they definitely
MOTU.
like MOTU.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Whoa.
And then this is our second question right here.
Okay, this is for the group. There was a house fire. What action figure you take out of your house?
Ooh, all right, quick. What was the action figure you pick out of your house in a house fire?
It would just be 1982 He-Man, original He-Man. I mean, it's the thing that means the most to me.
Love it.
Freight features Janine.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. It's probably my Nakajima Safubi, the one where it's like half Nakajima and half Godzilla. If I had to grab one thing, I'm probably grabbing
Okay.
that.
Awesome. Great.
My all-time favorite action figure is the first release Elan Spangler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Flipboard available for right now.
And then Kevin.
Hot Toys 1989 Joker, the Jack Nicholson one.
Ooh.
That makes it work of art.
Awesome. Great question, and a special prize from Mondo team. I believe it's the 1/6
Yeah, Logan,
Logan.
1/6. Who asked it? That's the Dolverine.
The Dolverine right
Hi, Ryan.
there. All right. That's it for questions, and that means the last thing that we have is sad comments. If you don't know,
I made
the
that
Anxiety
this
stream, they pull some of the saddest comments about toy reveals or toy news, and then they dramatically read them at the end of their Toy Anxiety show. And they've set some special ones for us today. So
Yeah, we just have a few. Thanks to everybody for coming. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Where's this first one coming from?
The
Jacob?
first one's from the Snake Lair.
Didn't see it.
Snake there. Okay.
Didn't see it. I've got music.
To the people saying the complaints are just MOTU fans being spoiled. It's the fact that people were expecting something that very clearly appeared to be in the $80 to $100 price range. But they received something that looks double the amount. That's not considerate. And not what the people had voted for. I've been very loyal to Origins through the ups and downs. But this hurts. I didn't even vote for Snake Lair. And I feel the pain of those who did.
The ups and downs.
The ups and downs. I didn't even vote for it. All right.
Okay, this is off of this is from the two in the box HasLab track.
Oh yeah, we did a review of the new Hasbro HasLab. This is from our own page.
This is from our page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh boy. First off, those YHS people are the most annoying people. And second, did Hasbro have any reference pictures or stuff or what? Why is everything so chunky? It's like the PKE got chunkier. And what about the pedal?
It just ended mid-thought.
What about the pedal? I need to know.
Yeah.
All right, this is fun.
One more. This one's a doozy.
Okay.
This is for NECA.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
this is just this is not Comic Con
Yeah, this is
related,
not
but
specific.
it happened in the last couple days.
Sure.
All right, last one. Okay. Thank you.
I just left Baby Sinclair by NECA at Walmart when I got to the register. I'm not paying $37 whatever for a single figure baby chair. NECA needs to stop and think when it comes to the small characters. They pulled the same crap with Lexington for Gargoyles, and he barely had any accessories. Same price for a full normal figure is BS. the accessories do not equal a full figure. Plus, these used to be $10 cheaper. Plus, who knows if they are gonna make the rest of the family? It's like they made Baby and Earl just for testing the waters. I don't want both if I won't eventually get the whole 5+ characters. I know, inflation, blah blah. The level-headed folk just shaking their head and rolling their eyes at my first world problems. I shouldn't be buying this crap right now anyway. I'm honestly fine without Baby. I got the original figures and talking doll from 1992. So NECA can go and pound sand for now.
I don't need this stuff.
Oh my God! All right, thank you to our amazing panel. Thank you.
This is when I try to stop. Hit end, like the X.
Oh, picture.
No. Sorry guys, everybody watching this. I'm gonna try to hit this X. See what happens. Yes, I'm screaming. Bye.
I want to